All right, so installing new horns, taking out this panel clip. I already took one out. This one over here, one over here. I'd say there's about 6 of them, so let's get to it. Recommend using this kind of panel tool for the deeper ones. All right, now we just remove this. She gone. See it. And let me reposition this. And down in here is our horn that we're removing. I do not like the factory OEM one. The one that Toyota had installed. This little guy right there. Here he is. It's not that great. Everyone who drives a GR Corolla knows these horns are not the best. So instead, this is what I bought. The Farben horns. During Prime Day, if you missed out, it's pretty unfortunate. But yeah, check them out. White, wired horns, you know, for the GR Corolla. So you get rid of that little horn that Toyota installed. But it also adds some aesthetic. So if you're going for that, then definitely check these horns out on Amazon.
You painted over it?
No, it came like that. So the next 2 clips you gotta take out from the panel is right here and right here. It's basically the air duct. It's connected right over here in front of your grill. Just remove this, make it a lot easier to get to that horn. So yeah, let's get to it. So again, I'm using a steep panel tool. I don't know what you'd call this, what angle it's called, but yeah, this one makes it a lot easier. So try this one out. And then there's a clip at the bottom over here, so I'm gonna have to remove that. So what I did, as it's in here, I kind of tilted this with my finger, pinched it back, and pulled out. You'll see these clips are kind of annoying to deal with, but yeah, you just gotta get one side out, so that's why I tilted on this side. Pushed this down and got it out. That's simple. All right, so the cool thing about this is that you don't really need to break down the whole car, you know. These bolts are here, they're 12s. What's holding on to the horn to the body is a 12mm. So go ahead and break these loose. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this out. Don't lose that washer. DC your horn. All right, takes a little bit of wiggling to get it off, but there we are. The OEM horn is off, and I'm going to use the same bracket to install the new horn. So let's get to it. Another thing I want to mention is that I don't have another bracket, so what I'm doing is I'm using a 10mm bolt, and I'll show y'all. There we go. So I just bought all these panel and 10mm, I guess, panel tools and nuts and bolts. So what I'm gonna do is add another 10mm here and just have the other horn right here. So this is where I'm installing the next horn. So yeah. So this bolt, my OEM horn. So I don't have another bracket, but I do have another bolt holder in 10mm right here inside this bag. This is what I'm gonna use to hold my other horn here. This little hole. And on this side we have our factory hole. So I could also just go to Toyota, which I probably am. I'm gonna go ask them for another horn holder, little bracket thing. I could fabricate my own, but for now I'm just gonna install it like as is, just to get the look. And also this wire harness clicks directly into the OEM Toyota harness, so you don't need a relay. I could add this in the link in the description for all y'all to buy. You don't need to buy another relay fuse, because you can see this connects directly to the OEM Toyota wire harness. So this is what I'm going to use to connect the second horn, and that's how we're able to get 2 horns on the GR Corolla the wire harness right here connects to this. So we'll add this in the link in the description. That's how you're able to install 2 horns. And yeah, I'm just going to steal the bracket off of this. And in case you're wondering, this is a Denso part, as most parts in this car. So as you can see, let me see if I can focus that in there. Toyota Denso. Let me zoom in on this. So if you're ever wondering, if you don't want to pay that stupid markup because Toyota just put their sticker on there, just realize that all these parts are Densos and Toyota just stamps them. So there you go, little quick tip. Alright, so as I mentioned before, here's our old harness. Here's our new horn. Check this baby out. Should output more than the small horn from Toyota factory. It's white, so this is going to give it some aesthetic clean look. And yeah, just connected it to the ground back here. Choose any top or bottom, doesn't really matter. It clicks right in. And yeah, using the original bolt. So all I'm doing is using the factory spot from Toyota to mount the new horn. And you know, I'm gonna finagle this a little bit, you know, move it around, try to get the aesthetic look I'm going for, and that's it. Stole the mount off the other horn, or the horn that was here. I'm gonna mount it to the other side. So you guys can see, just gives it a little bit of a look, you know. It's a little aesthetically more pleasing to look at. And it's just noticeable now, because before it was just that little black horn. So there is a spot where you could mount this newer one right here. You could drill your own hole, but honestly I don't feel like doing that. I'm not gonna do that. So like I said, 10mm nut and bolt, and I'm just gonna mount the new horn just next to it right here. It's gonna be a little off, you know, it's whatever. I'm just go with it. And so final steps are, you know, just tighten it down. I'm gonna try to line these up, you know, make it as aesthetically pleasing as I can. And yeah, that's pretty much it. This is the final product. It's that simple, that easy. All I gotta do is connect this or that other harness over here and connect it to the factory OEM harness. So I'm bringing on this side. As you can see, it's down here. It's straight down there. So there's my factory harness right there. Just gonna watch got in the way. Just gonna grab the whole harness. No, I'm good. Okay. As you can see, goes two into one. So you know which one you're connecting. Should be pretty obvious. But if it's not, there you go. And like I said, this new harness connects to the OEM Toyota harness and should just click in. So I'm just going to run the wire down here. Get this all snugged up. Make it look as clean as possible, you know. I'm gonna just connect it to one of these grounds. And that's it. So there you go. That's how you upgrade your GR Corolla horns. Compare that to the OEM. It's a pretty big difference. Not only does it look clean, but it's going to sound a lot better. Also forgot to mention, the horns did come with its own ground wires. So you don't really need to go out and buy it, but here you go. Barbin 12 volt high tone and low tone. This thing is pretty nice, and check this out. Whew. Look at that. Check that puppy out. Now it looks way better. All twinned up. One thing that definitely slipped my mind is don't forget to ground your wire to the bolt, plug in the harness into the horn, and you're done. Alright, so don't forget to ground your new horns. Make sure the harnesses are all connected. So is the ground cable, and so is that one. And like I said before, your harness connects to the factory OEM Toyota harness, and now you're good to go. So let's go hit this horn real quick and see if you guys can hear the difference. To me, I already hear it. So this is how it sounds. The Farben white horns. Significant difference. Well, that's pretty much it. All I had was panel tool, 10 millimeter, and a 12 to take off the first top nut. So now let's put this back together. There it is. New horn, new horn. I just need to fix this position. We're good. There we go. Let's go back in. And I will show you how it looks towards the end. Just make sure you got nothing sticking out, everything's secured. You can leave your tools anywhere. This goes right back in. Now just grab your panel clicks and here you go. Got a little dark on me, so I didn't have the right tools at first. But I went ahead and grabbed the rest of my tools. So yeah, all you need is a panel tool, 10 mil, 12, open box or sockets. I prefer open box wrenches. Gets you in those tight spaces. Whoops. And this is the last clip, man. That's it. New horns installed. Hope you guys enjoyed.